welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into an interesting topic: why we make mountains out of molehills. This concept has been widely researched in psychology and neuroscience. So let's get started. Let's explore the science behind it and understand why it happens. Have you ever found yourself blowing things out of proportion? A minor issue suddenly feels like a major catastrophe. This phenomenon, known as making a mountain out of a molehill, is a common human experience. But why does this happen? Let's break it down. The psychology behind it. Our brains are wired to prioritize and respond to potential threats. This evolutionary trait helped our ancestors survive in dangerous environments. However, in today's world, where physical threats are less common, our brains sometimes misinterpret minor issues as significant threats. Let's delve into three main reasons why we tend to make mountains out of molehills. Reason 1: evolutionary bias. As I mentioned earlier, our ancestors needed to be highly sensitive to potential dangers to survive. This bias towards overestimating threats has been passed down to us. Even minor stresses can trigger a disproportionate response. Imagine you are preparing for a big presentation at work. Your brain might perceive this as a threat to your social standing or job security, leading to heightened anxiety and stress. Reason 2: cognitive distortions. Our minds often play tricks on us. Cognitive distortions are irrational thought patterns that can amplify our perceptions of problems. Common distortions including catastrophizing, where we imagine the worst possible outcomes, and overgeneralization, where we believe that one negative event will lead to a series of negative events. For example, if you receive a piece of constructive criticism, you might start thinking, I am terrible at my job, or I will never succeed, which magnifies the issue far beyond its actual impact. Reason 3: social and cultural factors. Society often emphasizes and rewards high levels of achievement and perfectionism. This can create immense pressure to perform flawlessly, leading us to overreact to minor setbacks or failures. In social media, we see curated versions of other people's lives, which can make us feel inadequate or overly critical of our own lives. This can worsen our tendencies to blow things out of proportion. Research has shown that our brains are highly adaptable, but this adaptability can sometimes lead to overreaction. A study published in the journal Psychological Science found that as our lives become safer and more comfortable, our brains tend to react more strongly to minor issues. This phenomenon, called prevalence-induced concept change, means that as we eliminate major problems, we start to see smaller issues as more significant. In another study, researchers at Harvard University found that people often use anchoring in their thought processes. Anchoring is when we rely too heavily on the first piece of information we encounter. If our initial response to a situation is one of stress or panic, it can color our entire perception of the event, making a molehill seem like a mountain. So, what can we do to mitigate this tendency? Here are a few strategies backed by research. Number 1: practice mindfulness. Being present in the moment can help you recognize when you are starting to blow things out of proportion. A study from Harvard Medical School found that mindfulness meditation can reduce the brain's reaction to perceived threats. Number 2: challenge your thoughts. Ask yourself if your thoughts are based on facts or if you are falling into cognitive distortions. Cognitive behavioral therapy techniques can help you reframe your thoughts. Number 3. Perspective taking. Try to view the situation from a different angle or ask a trusted friend for their perspective. Research shows that stepping outside of your viewpoint can reduce emotional intensity. Number 4. Stress management. Regular exercise, adequate sleep, and relaxation techniques can help reduce overall stress levels. According to the Mayo Clinic, these practices can improve your resilience to stress. By understanding why we make mountains out of molehills and applying these strategies, we can cultivate a more balanced and resilient mindset. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more insights. See you next time.